Dear students, today we can continue one economics lesson, that is people as resource. Every kind of human being is really a resource. We all are doing some jobs, earning something to feed our family and trying to make our nation prosperous. Then what is or who is a resourceful person or what is called a human resource? What are things makes a man a resourceful person? What are qualities that he need to improve in his life? Who will help him to change himself into a resource person? We need to discuss all these things today. Every human is really a resource person because we people are able to make use of available natural resources into any other new product which is really useful to our daily life. So whatever kind of new products are coming into our daily life is mainly made by man. We have already studied that many kinds of resources are there. Natural resources are there, man-made resources are there, and human himself is also a resource. And we also know that human resource is more important and superior to all other resources. Do you know why? We have its answer that human is the only important resource or any important element here who can make changes in our surroundings. According to our needs and necessities, we people are able to modify our surroundings and also are able to make new different products to make our life more comfortable than ever. Here we have natural resources are there or man-made resources also are there. Here, in order to make these natural resources a useful thing, we human being needed. In order to make man-made resources or everything that we are using in our daily life, also there is the need for some human as skilled, abled and also technically expert. So, in order to make all other resources useful to man, human himself is essential. Because natural resources just like minerals or wood or rivers etc. cannot do anything themselves. To make some new products, human is compulsory there. And human made a resource, there is no any explanation needed what is it. Every new products that we are using in our daily life made by man is human made resource. So there is also a great role for human to make changes in our life more comfortable and to make new products for our daily use. So really human or human resource is most important superior resources to all other resources around our surroundings. And what makes a human a resourceful thing? That is what we need to discuss now. That means every human being has some capacities and also has their own different type of backgrounds in their life. When we people are able to make use of our capacities with proper education, health care and training, we people are, or every human being will be turned into a human resource. Whenever our surroundings or family or society or our government is able to spend a little bit amount for the betterment of education for human, health care for human, skill development for human, etc. That is another step taken by the government in the name of human capital formation. Because whatever expenses that a government or family or our society is spending for a person's development, really that is a capital and also will be very much beneficial for a nation's development itself. Because through education we people are able to improve our capacities and also we are getting new different ideologies about the techniques that is available in the society, modifications needed in our surroundings and also new updates in the agricultural or also in the industrial or in IT or in every other field of life. So education is one of the important matter or factor which makes a human resource. Simply we can go through some examples in our own surrounding itself. We know that students below 14 are able or eligible to get their primary education. That is a fundamental right already given by our constitution for every child. Because that age, that means from 6 to 16 or up to 14 years of age, students or children are mainly meant for getting their education. Through that education that they are getting, it will be useful for them to upgrade themselves in the future. So, giving education for children is one of the important duty or responsibility of a family or society or the government. But while we are looking around into our own society or into our surrounding itself, all children are not equally resourceful, because family background is the most important reason why some children are able to get education and why some other children are away from educational institutions. Especially we can say that educated parents know the importance or the significance of education in the life of the people or the children that they are growing up as citizens for the future. So, knowingly, deliberately, forcefully, they are giving as much as possible education opportunities for their kids that help them to make changes in their own life, and also they are trying to acquire whatever new technical changes in the society, or they are getting upgraded or updated. But some other families are there where their poverty or their less income or the illiteracy of parents etc. makes that children to be at home without having no any scope to go to education. They are mainly meant to support their parents. If they are in the farm area, they need to support them, or while mother and father is there in the farm area, or if they are in the work area, they need to, or these children need to make sure about the looking after or caring of that children or siblings of them is in his hand. So they are confined to be there at home as the supporters or the caretakers of their young ones, and also the supporters of their parents at a different situation, not at all thinking about the situation or the significance of education in the life, because their parents are unaware about the benefit that they are going to get in the future if they are got educated, because they are illiterate, and their poverty or their less income also not giving a chance for them to think about giving education for their children, because they are trying their best to meet two extreme ends of their life. They are trying or working hard to give minimum 2 times meal for their children. So in such a pitiable condition, no chance or no scope for thinking about education. So whenever people are getting educated, it will help them to get their most chances in the future to have a good job and also to get high salary, and also they are trying their best to help their family, their society, and they are contributing to the national income. But students from lower birth and also from the poor family background are not at all getting any education, and they are following what their parents were doing, and also are doing some similar or some meager jobs in their locality, just like what you can say different types of cottage industries maybe sometimes, or maybe a part of their agricultural area, or fishing in their nearby locality, or maybe having any herders maybe, just like simple, or according to their capacity they are doing whatever things possible to them and earning very less, and the economic condition of their family also are not at all going better, and they are unable to meet any of their requirements of their own family, then how can they think about contributing something to national income? So in such a situation, government of every countries need to make sure about the situations suitable for every children in their locality to get education up to their 14 years of age, that is constitutionally granted. So education can play one of the great important role for human to make or to change him or to transfer him to human resource. So while we are looking around, hundreds of different type of jobs are doing by different group of people, educated people or less educated people or illiterate people or any kind, many different jobs also are doing. Everyone of the people are doing some kind of job. Sometimes they are earning a little bit better, or sometimes they are getting a meager or a least income also. Anyway, all kind of people are engaged in some kind of economic activities. People are mainly doing different types of job according to their educational skill or any other kinds of training that they have. Anyway, all the jobs or all the economic activities that every kind of people are doing will be classified into three sectors. That is called a primary, secondary or tertiary. Primary sector is mainly based on natural resources whenever it is using directly. If we are using natural resources directly for any kind of our uses, that comes under primary sector or primary activities. That means agriculture or mining or fishing or pottery making, etc. comes in this category. Then in case of secondary sector, we can say that is called manufacturing sector or it is called industrial sector. That means where something new or new products will be created using the naturally available resources. Whenever naturally available resources are turning into a new product, that comes in the case of or in the category of secondary sector, or it is called manufacturing sector or industrial sector. And the tertiary sector is a sector where no new products will be cultivated or no new products will be produced. The most important examples for tertiary sectors are every kind of services, just like transportation, communication or distribution of goods from one place to another, or call centers, etc. are in the case of even insurance or banking. All these are a kind of services to people. So all kinds of services are services doing by people are comes in the case of tertiary sector. Tertiary sector thus is also called service sector. So in case of all these economic activities, we can consider them into two more classifications. That all the products that we people are doing from these primary or secondary or tertiary may be not to sell in the market. Sometimes it may be for our own consumption. So economic activities again can be classified into market activities and non-market activities. Market activities are that every kind of different products through agriculture or for manufacturing sector, etc. will be sent to what you can say in the, market areas for sale. That is, trade and commerce will be the most important purpose. To earn profit is the most important motive behind the market activities. Non-market activities are in the case of for our own self-consumption. Just like agricultural product, if the family is doing different type of vegetables or fruits, etc. for their own consumption, that is not at all for selling outside and also to get their profit, but it is so for their own family use. So if such products are comes in own family use, that is non-market activity. If it is to sell and to earn their profit, that is market activity. So primary, secondary and tertiary according to the job that we people are doing, and on the basis of the intention behind, it can be of marketing activities or non-marketing activities. Again, according to the job that we people are doing, there will be some other type of classification. That is, from time immemorial, in olden time onwards, job doing by men and women are not at all considering in an equal recognition. Every job doing by men out of their houses are a kind of valid job. That means he will get his remuneration after completing his work. At the same time, women at home also are doing lots of job from early morning till evening in the just like in the case of cooking or washing or cleaning or taking care of their young ones or the sick ones at home, etc. But there is no payment for that. So job according to what you can say gender also will be either for payment or for non-payment. Mainly the jobs doing by women at home are not at all considering for any kind of payment. So lots of different types of jobs that we people are doing. All these jobs makes a man really a resourceful person. Suppose we have some examples, it's like our farmer. really a resource person. He is the important person as resourceful in a country because he is the person or farmer is the person who makes we people ready to consume something. And whenever new techniques or new ideologies or new missionaries etc. are adding into his agricultural system, there he can be considered as a better, most better, extremely important resourceful person. Because through his education that he got, he developed his ideologies and made his agricultural system a profitable one for his family and also for the nation. Teachers, doctors, lawyers, drivers or postmen or everyone, those who are making use of their idea to make some kind of changes in front, someone in front of them are called a resourceful person. If we are making any kind of new product out of waste material, again we are really a resourceful person. So we must use our ideologies, our capacities that we earn through our experiences or through education or any other kind of situation we people are considering as a resource person. So really human is a resource, and we can consider that some of the countries are considering their huge population as a burden on the shoulders of the nation because need to feed them, need to give them medical care, need to give every other kind of what you can say technical or health or every kind of other assistance for them. But some countries just like our Japan, a small country, is considering their population as an asset or a wealth for their nation because they are spending or they are investing their money on the education or healthcare or proper technologies or training for people. Making use of all these new ideologies that they are giving to their population, they are considering as one of the developed nation of the world. Lots of different types of natural calamities are hitting on Japan every recurrently, but still they are in the position of developed or richest countries of the world because the people are really determined, they are well educated, well trained, and also have enough and more health care facilities there. All this makes the population of Japan ready to serve their nation in any kind of situation. So such countries, those who are investing on the education or all these type of basic facilities for people cannot consider their population as a burden on the shoulder. Really resources, that means human are really a resource whenever the government is able to meet or to give them all these different type of basic ideologies or basic factors to improve their condition through which the nation also can be developed into maximum. So wherever all the natural resources are available and wherever all these huge population is available, just need to give them education and training how to use these natural resources into a new product and through which how the nation can earn a little bit more profit. So trade and commerce, that is extremely exportation and importation etc. will be possible where this huge population with the extreme education and technological skill can change all the available natural resources within their country into a new product. So people will be having enough and more job opportunities in their own country, and the people also will be having a little bit more skilled and also will be energetic as their nation is feeding them and also giving them health care and also giving them whatever training needed, whatever educational institutions or facilities needed, etc. So a nation who is caring their population as a wealth need to give them basic facilities mere. And if countries are considering their population or huge population as a curse or a burden on them, they haven't anything to do with their population and the people will be always in poverty. So, need to consider people as better and need to give them all better facilities of life. So, people will try to develop themselves, people will make use of available resources and they will utilize their training, their skill, their abilities, their talent etc. for the development of their own country. So, every time population is really an asset for a country, not a burden. So we have to discuss some more different points from this chapter. But now we can stop now and we will continue the remaining portions in the next video. So keep watching. Thank you. Have a nice day.